whenever you should try to send shit through not a professional shit service, pretty much.
Or at least that's what they're saying, Will. These lawmakers' offices have been telling the Associated Press, oh, the shit letters? No, they definitely didn't make it. Well, they must have gotten intercepted before they got here. I didn't touch one.
All 36 of them?
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning! And welcome to episode 1015 of Hard Factor. Today is Thursday, August 11th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, Mark has got awful sports news and awesome entertainment news in the cup of coffee in the big time.
That's right. You're not going to like the sports news, but you're probably going to like the entertainment news.
Good. Well, look at that.
Real seesaw.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Sour sauce in your coffee this morning.
That's right.
Wes has a family feud on deck.
That's right. We're going to California, home of show business for a good old family feud.
I wish we could
Makes
play
sense.
that Family Feud theme song. It's a good song.
Look at Steve Harvey behind me. He's just the best.
Didn't Louis do Family Feud too?
Oh, yeah, he did.
But no one has been as good as Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey's hilarious.
Well, they're both excellent hosts of Family
Yeah.
Man, was I wrong about Steve Harvey being like a little bit like strangely homophobic? Because I feel like it was a thing, but then every time I watch back, he's not. I feel like he's the guy that's like, I don't know about that. You know what I mean?
Steve Harvey just has this.
He is.
He's just got a huge schlong. That's
okay.
he's like,
They do things a little bit different in Delaware kind of guy, you know?
Yeah, he is.
oh yeah,
But he's the best
Part of
at
the shtick.
reacting to like idiots' responses. It's great.
right. Yeah, his no reaction is very strong. I've got I'm in the hole with English professors and Cuban explosions in the TikTok International Moment.
I wouldn't if I was you, but that's just me.
That's a man.
He's way more subtle than
I
that.
wou't bring that home to the hood, you know?
He's way more subtle. That's how he didn't get canceled for so long being on Family.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And Pat's got an Ohio man who's blazing a new trail in the political feedback process to wrap this one up today.
It's really interesting. You're gonna want to stick around to the end. We're gonna meet a man, a principled man that's doing things. He's just part of the political process. I guess that's the best way I can put it.
The ends justify the means at the end. Yeah.
I think that's safe to say.
Like a sort of like a town hall commenter type, one of those types, you know.
Oh, you're gonna see.
City council commenter. We got a lot of those in Reno.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah,
It's similar.
yeah, nice. Okay, today's the last day for sure of the episode 1000 challenge.
Oh, 100%. You have to go today. Totally, we're going to take it down today.
Yeah,
no
that's
more
it.
free.
After today, it's done. Patreon.com/hardfactor to watch our 8 favorite episodes. Watch on video or listen on audio. Either way, whichever you prefer. Sample them all.
Yeah,
Patreon.com
tell us which one was your
/hardfactor.
favorite free one.
All right.
Yeah.
I got nothing else. What are you guys doing? You guys, what are you up to? What are you up to over there?
We had some good Patreon shows today. Check it out, patreon.com/hardfactor. Get the free shows, pay for the new not free shows. Let's do the news.
Let's do the news.
Let's do the news.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Okay, before we get into the mentions, before we get into the fun facts, the jokes of the days, the cream of the crops, quick shout out to Reed and his girlfriend Alyssa. What's up? Shout out Reed and Alyssa. Hey, Reed, get your ass in the Discord and start sending us fun facts and jokes of the day.
Alyssa, what's your at,
Reed?
What's that at?
What's that at, girl? Hope you guys have a great fucking day. Speaking of guys who send in fun facts, how about this one from Jim Prince? He sent this one actually in via DM and Instagram, and it's a doozy. It says,
"Oh, this one's great." Yeah,
yeah. This is from Facts Weird. I guess like it's a Facts account on Instagram, so they're kind of like stealing our thing.
He tagged me in this too.
Yeah, it's got a humpback whale jumping out of the water, and it says humpback whales protect other animals from killer whales.
Look at that.
But nobody knows why. There are numerous documented
Makes it more
cases of
vicious.
humpbacks actively seeking out orcas and sabotaging their attempts to hunt prey, sometimes literally carrying the victims to safety. but researchers aren't sure why the whales would put themselves in such danger.
But most
It
of
gives
the
them nothing
times
in return.
failing. You know,
Yeah, it's because the orcas are jerks. Yeah.
they're apex. All right,
It's
humpbacks are nice animals. All right, orcas are not nice. They're the top of the food chain.
They're baleen whales.
It's like that dude in college that's out there pretending that he wants to protect the ladies from like, you know, some sort of date rape thing, but really he's just cock blocking, you know?
The big fat guy, you mean?
I just want to make sure you get home safe.
No chance.
Whale? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you get home safe.
Yeah.
Right. The
You
orca's like,
ride.
Is he
the orca's
bothering
like
you?
the blackout jock. That's yeah. And then
Hey,
there's
hey,
that.
Kira, just text me, okay?
Is he making
likes-
out with you too much?
That likes
text
every
me.
girl at the party. Tells you he likes every girl at the party. No,
I'll
she's-
just be
I
around
like
the
her.
corner.
He's got dibs on all.
I
of them.
like
I like
her.
her, man. Yeah.
That's why he
I know, I
protects
like
the
her.
Wild West.
No, we had a thing. She's in my she's my econ class.
You know I liked her.
And look, nothing wrong with the intent. I love a dude that's other protected ladies. There's
She's
lots
an
of
11.
lots of creepy motherfuckers out there. But we know who you are. We know who you are. You humpback piece of shit.
Got you pegged. How about some jokes of the day? My guy Sean, going back to backs on the episodes like me on the coffee, he says, Penguin takes his car to the shop and the mechanic says it'll take about an hour for him to check it out. While he waits, the Penguin goes to an ice cream shop and orders a big sundae to pass the time. The Penguin isn't the neatest eater and he ends up covered in melted ice cream. When he returns to the shop, the mechanic takes one look at him and says, looks like you blew a seal. No, the Penguin insists, it's just ice cream.
Got him.
That's
He's
Stupid
kind of
penguin.
nervous. And then one last one.
Easy
One
as
last-
seals.
Yeah. No, it's not a seal. One last one from our guy Shoots here. Shoot says, what has two butts and kills people? It's an assassin.
That was a great. Okay, so that's like that. When did you guys learn the spelling of assassin? Because that's like an early one. I feel
It's a
like all
hack.
kids.
Yeah.
That's like a cursing hack, right?
It
It's like
is.
I felt like that was like a first grade, like a bus
like it-
stop. I learned mine at a bus stop for sure. I
Yeah,
remember
what do you
it
want to
was-
be when
I
you grow
remember
up? An
it was bad.
assassin?
Yeah,
Oh,
we were all
man. I feel
spelling
like
it out. Thought it was hilarious. It was
I
like,
might teach my kid one assassin, two assassin instead of Mississippi's when
Yeah,
he's
it's
out
pretty
there
good.
playing
assassin. Yeah,
tag.
and also we grew
saying
up
cock for
Yeah.
rooster.
right exactly, and we grew up in a place where there was a town next door called Man
crass.
Asses. Man asses.
Manassas.
So like we had assassin and man asses. So,
Also, when you
that's
play
pretty
badminton, hey, give me the shuttlecock.
Yeah. That's pretty much the only reason to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the
it's
joke? What was the joke about Manassas and Dumfries? Wasn't there there was a
well, I
joke
mean, there's lots
about,
of jokes.
But then the
Replace
punchline was
West Virginia
Dumfries.
with any joke, and then you say Dumfries or Manassas.
You can take
yeah.
the woman out of Dumfries, but
right,
you know,
yeah,
she's still
or Alabama. I mean, like people just make a lot of redneck jokes about Dumfries.
Mount Vernon. I hardly knew him. Hardly know him. All right, let's
Or
move on.
used to, but by now it's probably considered like a suburb of DC. The way that
Yeah, you can't sound like not an idiot saying Dumfries.
Yeah.
Where are you
Dumfries.
from? I'm from Dumfries.
Dumfries, Virginia.
You didn't graduate, did you? A lot of GEDs out in Dumfries. All right, honorable mentions. Lots of Trump news this week, right? Yesterday, Trump went full Chappelle Show sketch and pled the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth in his deposition, just like his old buddy
Which
Michael
he
Flynn.
says makes people guilty. He's said
He
that
has in the
before.
past said that, and he came out yesterday and said, back in the day, I did mention that it makes you feel guilty, and now I realize why they do it, type thing. Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah.
get it
I
now.
totally take back everything I've ever said before this moment.
Yeah, classic.
What's most important is how he did it, because given the fifth is an art form. There's some guys that will say the whole thing. There's some guys that'll just fifth it.
I have his quote. I'm going to get to it real soon. His quote for the fifth was pretty good. I know it's been a lot of Trump talk, but homie be staying in the news, and he ain't going away, but he is pleading.
Put him there,
The
you know?
fifth.
Put him in the news, you know.
Yeah, he's in the news, baby. This one was at the New York Attorney General's office regarding one of the cases they have against him and the Trump family business, probably some tax stuff in there. This is a civil case, not to be confused with the Manhattan District Attorney's criminal case on pretty much the same stuff. Trump marched right into the Attorney General's office on Wednesday, and he said, "This is a total witch hunt. Nobody in the history of Earth has been treated more unfairly than me, not even Jesus, and I will be pleading the fifth. Everything you say, fifth."
That was real. That was in there.
No,
Not even Jesus?
That's also that's all made.
Oh, you added that, but I wish
The
you
whole,
had
the
that
whole
in
quote
there.
was made up, but
He doesn't know
damn it.
Jesus'
Damn it.
name.
I
Damn
feel
it.
like it's something he would.
I thought that was really close to what he would have said.
Yeah,
Not even the Jerusalem guy.
Not,
What's
not
his
even
name?
Jesus was the only part you added.
Season 2, episode 15. I know my guy Trump now, right? Like I know how he talks, how he thinks.
He should have said, I know the Democrats want me to run again, and I will. I'm gonna do it.
Not even Jesus. One thing is for sure, it's good to be on Trump's legal team because those motherfuckers eat steaks, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They be working.
Is that what they serve in jail?
Well,
Steaks?
the legal team.
I mean, is he gonna go?
They're
to
always
jail?
working. They're busy.
No, but Rudy's going.
Paperwork thing.
Rudy's going.
I don't
The
even
other
count him
one
as
went.
being on the legal team. He's there for fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean this current legal team. I mean,
Hype guy.
yeah.
Right.
They'll
Do
cycle
you think the
in
raid
and out
is
of
gonna
jail.
result in Rudy Giuliani going to jail?
I think representing Donald Trump ultimately leads to jail eventually.
Really?
Oh, well, what I'm talking about this FBI raid.
Just being a lawyer?
Oh, no. I think the FBI raid. I mean, the FBI raid. I think is if it's the Presidential Records Act, then I don't know what the fuck.
It's
they're doing.
anyone's
He's been in
guess.
the news
Will.
for the FBI raid and pleading the fifth to who did he plead it to? Congress or
No, the
court. Manhattan.
Attorney General's office. He pleaded the fifth.
The AG of New York.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's anyone's guess at this point. I'm not going to make any predictions. I'll just keep coming up with quotes when he's in the news.
I'll predict that CNN keeps covering him and he runs. And it boosts their ratings and also gets them.
Oh yeah, everybody wants it. They wanted it to happen. It's happening.
I mean,
They want
it
it.
wouldn't be
A lot of
bad
Civil
for Hard-
War talk.
Wouldn't be bad for Hard Factor. You know,
Great for Hard Factor.
All right, let's do some sad sports.
Yeah,
updates.
the news wants him back so bad.
Yeah, but Biden's been pretty good with his gaffes. Like,
Yeah, but a lot of those stations won't cover those. So for us, we're feasting no matter what. But you know, for other people, they got the fucking agenda. So
we'll
the internet eats.
We'll disrespect any president. Doesn't matter what side they're on. Let's do some sad sports updates. Oh yeah, specifically for Hall of Fame or future Hall of Fame running backs. First up, Marshawn Lynch and his DUI. Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
Oh no,
It's not
Beast
good.
mode?
oh yeah, it's horrible, dude.
It's
The
not
wheel
good.
was off the. I mean, have you seen the pictures? Oh my
You
god.
mean this picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, new details coming out are not great. He was driving the car without a tire. Look at that. One
gotta be
tire was
hammered to
missing
do that.
completely, and another was flat. That's bad. You got to be pretty drunk to drive a car that is completely missing a tire, and he was based on his mugshot.
Ooh.
Holy
Marshawn.
moly.
Whoa. What was he doing?
He gets stung in the eyes by bees.
yeah, by alcohol?
No,
by vodka?
that's like probably something extra on top, you know.
yeah.
That's
No, I don't like
That's
to
just some
see
PKs.
that. I like Marshawn a lot.
I know everyone
Oh,
likes
he's the
Marshawn,
best,
but
yeah.
this is not okay, Marshawn. You can't.
Beast mode.
Could have killed someone.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
I'm glad they got his beast mode ass out of the car before anything bad happened.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's obviously going to pay in court for this, and this is going to be bad for him and his record and whatever. He'll get over this though.
We need to get him in Tesla
yeah.
mode. He was driving
not
his
hurting anybody's the big win here for him.
Yes. It's funny too what happened the day before. He was driving his 2020 Shelby GT500 hammered and tireless around Las Vegas on Tuesday, which is where he picked up the DUI. He probably had the issues with the tires because he was just driving into curbs left and right, according to Las Vegas PD. He was just smashing into curbs, bouncing like a
So
ping-pong
drunk
ball.
you can't even you don't even know
Like
what
a
you're
pinball,
doing. You think
yeah.
you might as well be in a submarine.
He could have been hitting people and not known it. Like, yeah,
Right.
It's got to be a cry for help, right? Like when you're that rich. You
No,
usually
dude,
get a
no,
driver,
this is what
and you're
happens,
Like, fuck
Pat.
it.
No,
let
it's
me
just
see what
Vegas.
happens.
No,
bro.
Pat, this is what happens when you move an NFL team.
It's Vegas.
To Vegas.
It's
Right, I mean, like I don't know if he was doing
He's
anything.
not
with the
even in the
Raiders or whatever.
league.
But check this out.
It's all
He's
kind of
retired.
happening
No,
now in
check
Vegas.
this out. The 36-year-old Lynch, he's facing charges for failure to refuse because he got
Rugs
he was like,
last-
Good time.
yeah, he was he had all sorts of things. He wouldn't go away quietly, but he literally just had gotten a new job with the Seattle Seahawks the day before to serve as a special correspondent for the team, so where he would produce like their creative content. And be like their content guy. So one day after becoming the content man for the Seattle Seahawks,
Got that check.
he got a check, and then he drove around.
Party.
Like, maybe it was like a thing where he was like doing a stunt, and he's driving around like one of those damn San Francisco 49ers. Am I right? Go Hawks! Maybe that was like the whole plan.
Rush.
I mean, it's horrible for Marshawn. He's going to lose this job now.
Probably.
unfortunately. But his
Probably.
whole,
I think Marshawn's got a couple lives in him, man.
he's got
built
right,
up a lot
but
of
he's
goodwill.
He's going to have to go to like court and do
Big
a
apology.
like,
Big apology.
Yeah, not good for your new special correspondent.
He's got a great
class
team.
content creator to be doing this.
He's got a team around him. They're gonna do a thing.
Also-
He'll have to do like a rehab probably at least.
100%.
you get into this bad of a DUI.
100%.
No.
This would be a lot of elementary schools.
His whole car must have looked like a bottle service, like going down the road. Just sparks, just flying. Like he was just a one-man bottle service.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he'll get
rolling
past
bottle
that,
service.
But the football season starts this weekend, so I don't know if he's going to be in on this season.
Yeah, it's bad.
Not
bad
the
news
real
for him, bad
season,
timing.
right?
No, yeah,
preseason.
like it was in like preseason and college starts like this weekend. Yeah.
So also, guys, no more driving for Lynch because this is not Lynch's first or second issue behind the wheel. He has a previous DUI and also a previous hit and run. So we got to get
his
him
license.
Got to get him out of the wheel behind.
What are you going to expect Beast Mode to do? He's going to run.
He runs like he's like on the 1 yard.
Did he see the hole? Was there a hole?
Facing an entire line.
Look, he'll be good. He'll be good, but he's got to get that figured out. Obviously, right?
Okay, that was the first of 3 horrible sports stories.
Good luck
Okay.
with figuring that out, Marshawn. We're all rooting for you.
Yeah. Yeah, we love Marshawn. And like I mentioned earlier, I said plural Hall of Fame running backs. How about an actual San Francisco 49er, Frank Gore, 16,000 rushing yards in his
this is
career,
way
Frank
worse.
Gore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Pretty good, Frank, right? 16,000. What is that, like third best or something? Besides gaining yards and scoring TDs, Gore also likes to go to Atlantic City and drag naked women through the halls of hotels by their hair.
Yeah. It happens.
Which hotel?
Was it a video, Mark? Like, what happened here?
I couldn't find it, and TMZ didn't even have it yet, so I'm sure that there will be one, but
But they say it exists.
it's under, not good. He went full Ray Rice. Cops say the incident between the NFL legend and a 28-year-old woman happened in the early morning hours on July 31st on the 59th floor of the Tropicana Casino's Havana Tower. Havana, a meltdown is what Frank Gore was.
Real
Havana.
classy one there. Tropicana AC.
Yeah.
What is he doing in Atlantic
tough
City, man?
because Frank Gore is a guy. Is he finally not playing anymore?
Yeah, he's
Because
boxing now. He just won
he
he won his first
this
pro
is a
boxing
guy,
match.
This
Yeah.
is a guy who literally does not like football is the only thing this dude knows in his life so far. Because like he has played running back for so many different teams for so long. He even overcame that horrible college injury. Frank Gore's career has been insane.
16,000 rushing yards. He's been in the league. He was in the league for like 16 years. He's been a running
And
back.
it has to be the most teams, right, of a guy like that high on the list.
He
right?
went from
But we were just in
now
Atlantic
he's a
City.
boxer. His brain must be fucking scrambled eggs at this point.
Right.
There was
he's
one
he's
one
probably struggling to
vibe.
figure out what to do after sports. Like after
He's like, I want to get punched in the head now instead of headbutting people.
The vibe in AC was, oh, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
You know, hey, we really appreciate you guys coming here. Frank Gore doesn't need to be there, man. He needs to get with Marshawn Lynch in Vegas.
But
Pat,
that's
you're
why
right.
it's time to buy an AC. Right?
Pat, you're right. We could have told Frank Gore to
gonna be
stay away
gone
from
in
Atlantic
13
City.
years, I think.
Sadly, that place has gone downhill and fast. They're predicting 2032. Okay, we got a little
keep
bit of time.
saying that, you know, and you just
2035.
Sometimes scientists
They have
get
been
it wrong.
saying it for a while.
Look at the Great Barrier Reef, guys.
It is a hot scoop there. I mean, you can get like two blocks off the beach for 300 grand.
Look, no one will know until about a year or two before when it's really going to wash away.
They sell heroin.
I
might be the
promise you
next
this
Great
though.
Barrier Reef,
The
guys.
last couple summers in Atlantic
Frank
City
Gore's ahead of his time, and
will
we hope he
be
gets
the
well
biggest
too.
party on Earth.
Well, but he abused some lady though.
He will stop punching people, Frank Gore.
Look. We were there 2 nights before Gore was dragging naked women across the floor. Pretty
That was
wild.
only 2 nights after us?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Must have felt us.
Yeah. We left.
I'm glad we got
and-
out of there before that incident because I love
should have
Frank
stayed.
Gore.
We were
And
good
I
influence.
hope that this is a off character behavior for him because he gave me a lot of joy watching him run. He's a great running back. I mean, a lot of good runs.
16,000.
That's horrible what he did. Horrible what he did. He's got to get that.
running back.
How many
Okay.
seasons?
Amazing.
That's horrible.
Amazing athlete.
Oh, so many seasons, Pat. He was amazing.
10 seasons?
Oh, way more than 10.
12?
seasons. I mean, like he had a lot of
16,
seasons.
18.
He had a lot of seasons.
Could be CT.
Oh yeah, I mean, he definitely has CT. He's boxing. like I said.
Maybe.
He went from running back to boxing. Of course, he
nobody
has
said
CT.
it.
Look, running back's got to be a position where it happened. You know, high propensity because you're getting a lot of crashes there.
All right, you guys ready for this last one? All right, the sports news is
yeah,
pretty
let's
horrible today. There was another sports-related story trending, and it's incredibly sad.
Worse,
6-year-old Edmonton Oilers superfan Ben Stelter has died after losing his battle from brain cancer.
Oh.
Fuck cancer.
What are you doing there, Mark?
This
That's
is like,
horrible.
it was trending, man. Like it's an RIP to Ben and his family, dude. There were
R.I.P.
Yeah, the world has lost the most special boy and an absolute hero last night, wrote Ben's dad, Mike Stelter.
We're having to look at his picture. It's horrible. It's
I can't even read the rest of what his dad wrote. It's so I'm gonna start crying if I do. It's so incredibly sweet and touching.
Read it.
No,
This literally walked in Kate walked in the house today crying. I said, "What's wrong?"
From reading what the dad said.
Did you see what the dad said?
I don't want to see
Read it, Mark.
Let's read it.
I gotta find it now. Oh my god.
Word for word.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Ben, you're a true warrior. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, Jesus Christ. I gotta find it. Keep talking.
All right.
It's sad. He talked about how he's his best.
Can we find some sad
best
music
buddy.
to put on behind Mark?
Yeah.
Hold on,
Don't make a mockery of
there's
this.
some
This is sad.
sample. No, I know it's sad, but I want to. Okay, so I just wanted to give it its proper.
Yeah.
There's no.
We can do
there's
a
no,
sound bed.
There's no sad sound. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm trying to find it.
Acoustic cinematic does work.
Okay, I found it. Oh God. All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Why isn't it loading? Come on. Really? It says, the world lost the most special boy and an absolute hero last night. Ben, you were the best son we could ever hope for, and you were my best bud ever. Oh, Jesus Christ. Your sisters were so lucky to have you as such a sweet brother. You fought so long and hard, and beat so many odds. Okay, there you go, guys. Almost got me to cry. Thank you. Thank you,
That's
Wes.
sweet.
Oh man.
Ooh, that's tough.
It never makes sense when a child goes. It's horrible.
No,
Yeah.
child,
Terrible.
especially
That is
with
tough.
cancer. That's terrible. You feel like we should have beaten that by now. Come on, scientists.
Do it for Ben. R.I.P. Ben. Thoughts and prayers to the Stelter family. That is terrible. Okay, let's move on. Here's something we can move on to. There's a new crazy virus coming out of China. What else is new? Am I right? It's a new one.
This is amazing.
No,
this is so amazing.
This one's called the Langya henipavirus, or LayV. Kind of like Lady V, Lay V, and it's jumping from animals to humans over there in China. Where have we heard this before?
Look at that.
They call it the Ravy.
Yeah, what's that mean?
The Ravy?
They can't say else.
Oh, whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
Mark, are they sure it came from an animal? Or are they
Yes.
sure it came from was there a lab near where this thing was collected?
Well, it
first,
still
or-
was from an animal if it was from a lab.
Are they sure?
yes.
it was a
it's
free
sick,
animal.
'cause there's a lot of questions about the last pathogen they released.
Like Pat said, we don't know if it was a free roaming animal or a caged animal.
Freest nation in almost all the world.
That's what Nancy says.
That's what Nancy says, yeah.
said this week.
was that?
Someone
She
sent
meant to
us.
say Taiwan. It was a
Oh, she meant to say Taiwan. Yeah, because
just
someone
meant
sent us a
Taiwan.
score. China's got a 4 out of 100 on the freedom scale.
Right. No, Nancy just totally brain fart. She's 85
Yeah.
years old or whatever, guys.
Yeah.
She- all the blood was in her tits.
All the brains are in the tits. So currently there's 3 dozen or so cases of this LayV, and they're trying to determine if this is deadly and how contagious, and will totally give us all the correct information in a timely manner, right? That's what
I
China's
heard
gonna
it
do.
was deadly. I heard that that many people are dying from this thing. That's what I.
Well,
So,
not
guys,
what they're
though,
reporting, Wes.
Okay, good.
this is what I was saying in the Discord, though. If China releases another pandemic and then Trump re-becomes president, can we say it's the CERN that did it?
Yeah.
Because it all seems to have kind of happened since they flipped it back on. That all this momentum started building for a new pandemic, and Trump's. Oh, and you have The Rock. You never gave The Rock back
I
to the
still have
restaurant?
The Rock, guys.
Oh.
I thought you were going to put it in that homeless guy's jacket.
So
you, like,
yeah, I have a
never
question.
steal you've
I have a
never
question.
steal
Is it
Now
okay
you-
if I just
Well,
throw it in a
Rock.
ravine, or do I have to bring it back to the restaurant?
You either
have to
foist
bring
it or return it. It's 2 options.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it'll come back to you. What? Have you ever seen a movie?
Yeah,
Either
I know.
plant it on somebody who deserves it, but if they don't
Right.
deserve it, that'll come
I have
back
to
to you.
plant it on someone that
karma-wise.
deserves
Mark, I'll run a diversion for you if you want to go to the restaurant one day and return
They
it.
got great cheeseburgers over there. Just go over there.
Thank you, Wes. How far away is Frank Gore's house? Can I give it to him?
Let's see.
I mean, he does
Atlantic,
deserve it.
Atlantic County
He deserves to
Jail.
carry the rock for a little bit.
Yeah, I think we should
a
give
little
Frank
bit
Gore
longer.
the rock.
Frank, you need to tote this rock for a little while
Yeah.
longer, a few more yards, a couple more seasons with this
Yeah.
rock here.
That's what you get. I should have given it to him in Atlantic City. That would have been perfect. So yeah, Wes, they're reporting that no one's died yet. It belongs to a family of viruses that are known to be very deadly, though, according to a
says
Chinese-led
yes.
team of international scientists.
Oh, it's supposed to be deadly, but nobody's died.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
It's in the same family as the NIPA-AH virus, the Nipah virus, which comes from pigs and kills 75% of people that get it. So it's like that's like the closest, but it hasn't killed anyone yet. They're saying,
Right. They're burning bodies like the Dickens over there right now.
You talk about a VIP section. Talk about a bottle.
Yeah.
Just sparks going off over there too.
We're gonna make a
See it from
killing
space.
on CTE or PPE.
no.
This started out bad, and it just keeps getting way worse.
I know this is a bad cup of coffee. It's going to end awesome though. Maybe we'll get lucky though. They're saying the 35 people, none of them have died. They're saying things like every single one of them has gotten a headache. I mean, a headache, yes, but a fever. And then they said half of the people are getting like severe fatigue. Half of the people are developing leukopenia, which is a decrease in disease-fighting white blood cells in the blood. So that'll be bad for people with
They're actually
cancer.
healthier now.
That's bad.
That's what we're
That's a
reporting.
bad one. 50% of people have that. And then they said more than a third of people are getting impaired liver functions, and 8% are seeing kidney failure.
It gives him leukemia.
Yeah, it's not great. It's
A
not
third
So
of the people are seeing
it's an
liver
old
failure?
killer.
Yes.
It's another old killer, is what it is.
Yeah, it's an old killer. Cancer, people with cancer and other secondary issues. It's exactly that, Pat. It sounds like if you're super young and healthy.
Wow,
you get-
I would really check for a
you get
lab
the- you
around
get the
wherever this
fever.
came from, because this sounds a
yeah.
lot like the first season of
It's like
Pandemic in
extremely
China.
similar, right?
Yeah, this
They
sounds
said-
like Kung Flu 2. That's
Yeah.
what this is.
So-
This is Kung Flu 2 for
Fucking
sure.
rock.
It is-
They said they did a test to see like out of the 35 people, like what type of DNA of animals in contact they came up with. They have no idea yet, but they said 27% of people have been in contact with shrews. So it might be from a shrew, whatever.
Shrew?
Yeah,
Bird?
The shrews
like a-
in the
it's like a
lab, or whatever
vole.
city this is.
Is it? Yeah.
This is insane.
It
This is
came
insane.
from floor B5 of
Right,
the
at what
Wuhan
point?
lab.
At what
underground.
point do you just
Yeah.
put a bubble around China and be like, just keep the pathogens over there?
Enough with the testing over there, guys?
Can we get the cheap wares though?
Yeah, no.
No,
kidding.
like we could make our own fucking wristwatch straps again.
Yeah.
To like not get fucking infected every fucking.
We could do that, Will,
Good
but it'll
point,
never
Will.
happen
Good
because
Lord.
we're
Good point,
hooked.
Will.
Just like
Good
we're
Lord.
hooked
Is it
on
worth
oil.
it?
But
Is it
We're
Will,
worth
hooked
it
on
for your
foreign
fucking,
manufacturing.
booster seat cushion that you ordered from Amazon? I mean,
let's get to the good news, all right?
And
do like
it's,
it.
yeah,
Let's
it's
get
a nice idea, Will.
Let's get to the good news, which is in the
The cream of the crop!
And today's top story of the day is awesome news for us. The content gods have been kind, and they are blessing us with a 3-part docuseries that is set to come out September 2nd called The House of Hammer. And the key is in the name there, guys, because it's all about Armie, Armand, and the whole family.
that's amazing.
Oh man,
We get to find out.
Okay, sick. Also, what did he know? Because he knew this was coming, right? He knew this was coming. So what was the game? What was the long play with the timeshare thing? Because he knew this was coming down
He
the
was
pipe.
trying to garner pre-sympathy. He was like, if I work a regular
Yeah.
job
Maybe,
before this
yeah.
comes out,
Yeah.
maybe
That's
people
smart.
won't think I'm such a monster.
That's
And-
smart.
But I doubt it. I
Yeah,
think
he was
once
like a
people-
trash guy.
Once people see Armand and Armand Jr. and their full
Oh, it goes even
Essence.
further. Yeah, it
It's
goes-
like doing your DUI classes before you go to court.
right,
Yes.
people are going to be disgusted. It's going to be crazy.
Oh yeah, baby. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. We should do a hard factor watch party. This bad boy is coming out on Discovery Plus, and it's going to focus on Armie Hammer and his alleged victims of sexual and verbal or textual abuse. It sucks for them and the other people that the Hammer family has run over for generations, but it's great for us to watch how not so rich and gross this family is. We've been calling for this for over a year now. The trailer, by the way, is absolute fire. I'd love to play it for you, but YouTube would have my ass. So do yourselves a favor and check it out later today. It's 3 minutes and 49 seconds, and it focuses on 2 exes of Armie Hammer in the beginning, and they talk about the crazy shit he said and did, like a text that he sent to one of his exes that says, I have a fantasy about having someone prove their love and devotion and tying them up in a public place at night and making their body for use. He went on to say,
Holy
and
moly.
seeing if they will fuck strangers for me. That was to this lady who was in the trailer talking about it. And it looks, from the looks of it, I don't think she's going to be buying any timeshares from Armie Hammer.
she looks pretty upset about her experience with the Armand.
She in the car with Marsha?
Yeah,
She looks, for lack of a better term, R. Kelly'd. She looks like she's
Defeated.
in the R. Kelly documentary.
Yeah, she PTSD'd that relationship here, and I don't know if we're gonna get a strike for this. I tried to put a picture over this image, but this is a gem of a voice memo he sent to a different one of his exes in the trailer.
was going to involve showing up at your place and completely tying you up and incapacitating you, and then being able to do whatever I wanted to every single hole in your body until I was done with you.
Pretty creepy.
So that was on a mic. That's not an iPhone recording. That had like some bass.
Yeah, and who doesn't have that fantasy?
He has a voice memo. The iPhones are real good these days. The quality you can get.
That's not that bad. Yeah,
That's the least.
He's also a trained voice actor. I mean, he's a skilled performer. So
Who did that?
You have to remember that.
I did that at the end. And then he sent some messages, some of which you've seen, like the DM saying he's 100% a cannibal, and some you haven't, like handwritten notes to those women saying, "I'm going to bite the shit out of you today." He like left them for in the morning.
Could have saved that one for the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Good
He
Lord.
leaves a
How
cookie with teeth marks in it.
The trailer then shifts to the Hammer family men being monsters for the past several generations.
What an idiot.
It looks like the best docuseries ever made, I swear to God.
Amazing.
Christy Hammer, who I don't know, I tried to Google her and she didn't come up much. She might be Army's aunt. She looks to be about that age. Maybe Army's mom's sister. I don't know, but she's a Hammer. She is in the trailer saying the Hammer family made a deal with the devil a long time ago, and she's going to reveal all their dark secrets in the house of Hammer. Hammer, do hurt them. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to
His
be
love notes are all chewed up on the counter.
When?
September 2nd, man.
I mean,
September 2nd.
aside from Ezra Miller and Epstein and like what really happened with McAfee at the end, this is like pretty much the only other thing I'd be more interested in is Army Hammer.
Army Hammer's a top 5 like white whale for us. Like the storyline, we've been following it.
Right.
I love it. This is great news. And that's today's cup of coffee, which was brought to you by Black Buffalo. If you're 21 or over and you dip or chew tobacco pouches or long cut, you have to try the tobacco alternative known as Black Buffalo. What makes Black Buffalo unique? I don't know. How about everything? It's everything you love about dipping, including pharmaceutical grade nicotine, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. How about that? It's dip literally made with edible green leaves, food grade ingredients, the same flavors, texture, aroma, pack, and nicotine as traditional tobacco products. And they also have a variety of flavors like wintergreen, mint, straight, peach, and even blood orange. That looks like a wintergreen.
Blood orange right there,
Blood
buddy.
orange. Oh, baby.
That's a ritual too.
Come on.
That's a ritual. No nicotine needed.
Is juicy.
Hey. They sell their products at blackbuffalo.com. It's available in both long cut and pouches. And if you're looking to ditch nicotine altogether, why don't you get their nicotine-free options called Zero. Also, you can get subscription options, so you can set it and forget it. They'll deliver them to you. It's all made and delivered and worked on in the U.S. born and raised, baby. They also make limited quantity
Look at that.
and small.
You're not bringing
batches.
any pathogens over here with this Black Buffalo.
No, this isn't ain't gonna get no levy from the source on this stuff. It's 2022. You still dipping traditional tobacco or those white portion things? If so, and you're 21 or over, it's time to get with Black Buffalo. It's everything you love about dipping, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. Head to blackbuffalo.com and use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout for 25% off your first order. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use that code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your first order. That's promo code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your order. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine's an addictive chemical.
Nice. Guys, family feuds, they run deep and hard, right? They run like the guy in the Commanders with the ass we covered. That's how they run, and that's how he fucks, right? Yeah. Deep and hard.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Deep and hard.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about feuds between different families. I'm talking about feuds within the family. Those are the worst, right?
You've been thinking about that guy's ass, huh?
Yeah, like the deep and the hard just immediately made me think about it.
I mean, he's got a stroke on him with an ass like that.
Right. Exactly.
Do you think that that an inter family is worse than an intra family?
Yes.
It gets more vicious, you think?
I think
So between inside the family is worse than outside the family.
I think it tears up the family more. It tears the family apart.
It's darker. Oh, I bet you. I mean, why don't we answer that question by watching The House of Hammer?
Right.
Yeah.
Get nailed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's an age-old question probably, because I mean, like some family to family ones get like escalated to the point of death.
Like the Hatfields and McCoys.
Yeah, like
Absolutely.
it's crazy.
That's both bad. I cannot tell you how many times I've been
Montagues and the Capulets,
Right, exactly. I've been hired to do a wedding, and I'm having a consultation with the bride, and she says some shit like, "Now we're gonna hire a police officer for the wedding and the reception because there's a particular individual within the family that we really don't want to show up, but he might show up and cause trouble. No big deal. But, you know, if you see him, just let someone know. And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. You know, if I see the guy that's, you know, hates you guys and wants to murder your
domestic violence DJ.
Right.
Yeah, this happens. Yeah.
Happens a lot.
Why didn't you hire me? You know I'm a DJ.
Restraining order Ricky.
Yeah.
Something was just off about that boy the whole time.
Yeah, they literally show me a picture when I get to the wedding. Like, here, if you
that's
see
terrifying.
him. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Don't
a common
film him.
Right. Just call the police. It's
You
a
see
common
this
thing.
guy, you let me know pronto.
Right. Yeah, sure. I'll let you know. Yeah. I can get my car and leave.
He's got a bad peanut allergy, but he can't help himself.
It is a common thing, sadly. Also, sadly, these feuds explode at gatherings where these psychos know the whole family will likely be there, where they know they're going to get a confrontation, you know? So, I heard...
Searching for it.
Yeah. Oh, I heard Beth's getting
Are you
married.
filming gypsy weddings?
No, but this is just what happens.
Yeah.
They like... You know, I heard Beth's getting married, that cunt. Let's see what happens when I show up drunk.
Be there.
Yeah. And start making a fool of myself. That's what happens. Sadly, it's not just weddings where this happens. Funerals are also a hotbed for family feuds to pop off. Emotions are high. The possibility of a will, some money maybe changing hands also heightens the tensions. And that's what happens.
Right.
That's what happened in Richmond, California. According to the Daily Beast, an uninvited guest, a brother, thought to be a brother of the sister of the dead matriarch, mom was being buried, reportedly started a fight with his sister, whose boyfriend then intervened. The brother, who has not been publicly named, then got into his car and tried to drive his sister over at the burial site in this nice...
Drive her over where?
Really nice area.
You're about to
California.
inherit some rubber.
Yeah, Rolling Hills Memorial Park is like a very, very nice...
Oh, it's super ritzy. This is,
Yeah.
Rolling,
It's like
rolling over bodies, right?
West,
Where was he?
It's in San Francisco. It's it's north of Oakland, but yeah, it's like very ritzy area in the Bay Area. It looks
Right,
like.
it's in the Bay Area, Richmond.
Yeah.
So what he did is he managed to, while driving, he tipped over the casket. Not sure if the mom fell out of the casket. He also hit a water main, which flooded the plot where the mom was supposed to be buried.
Come on.
He ran over and cracked several other tombstones.
It sounds like you're reading the plot to like a movie. Like
No.
What was he
here-
driving?
Here's the news story here.
It was supposed to be a celebration for their mother, who is being buried right here at Rolling Hills Memorial Park in Richmond. But even a burial ceremony couldn't stop the long-standing feud between a brother and a sister.
Saturday afternoon about 1:30.
Sergeant Aaron Pomeroy with Richmond Police has been on the job for years, but he's never seen
Tiny
anything
holster.
like what happened this weekend. A family fighting on top of grave sites at Rolling Hills Memorial
rolling
Park
around
in
on
Richmond.
A family member brought
long
a
as we're
stun
here.
gun to the services because of this long-standing family issues.
They were there to bury the family matriarch, but police say a feud between a brother and sister led to punches being thrown and much more.
One of the family members tried to drive over and run his sister over with the vehicle.
He missed his
That's
sister,
why he was
but hit
driving
another
everywhere.
relative and a water main, flooding another empty plot. No one was seriously injured, but police say
Extinguishing
it
an
left
eternal
behind
flame.
$20,000 in damages.
He drove over some
Bodies come up from the ground.
damaged some headstones. He severed a water main, I think probably from a sprinkler or something like that caused flooding in the area before they could actually get up there and shut the water off.
Anyway, you get it. He ran over a dozen people's dead relatives' tombstones, cracking them. It was just mayhem. People are
He
there
wasn't
to
gonna let that feud go though, Wes. Not for a funeral. Not
So
for nothing.
he saw her. I mean, how did he get the call? How did he get his vehicle to?
because you can a lot of times drive up right to these burial sites. It's like the procession ends at the burial
Yeah,
site.
exactly.
Didn't anyone
usually at a parking lot.
wasn't
The
there
funerals
some-
are
Mob,
easy.
you ever seen a mob funeral?
Funerals are easy to access. Yeah, you can get in there.
Wasn't he worried? Or like no one was worried when he was huffing and puffing and going to his car.
Right, getting into his car and then
Yeah.
driving it at people. I
He
mean,
was
I'm
pretty
sure-
angry on the way to the
Mark,
car.
it must have been terrifying. I was hoping they had video of this
Yeah.
fucking guy. I mean, it must have been amazing to watch him freak out like this.
He's doing wheelies on tombstones. You heard one of the guests knew this guy was going to come and cause trouble. So she brought a stun gun, but apparently she was didn't get a chance to use it on him. But that's
Well, it's hard to stun him when he's in the driver's seat of the car.
Right.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
hard to stun him when he stiff arms the shit out of
He's
you.
got that whole windshield situation.
So he did hit another relative. She had to go to the hospital. He also went to the hospital for some cuts on his head because I guess the boyfriend beat him up pretty good. So he got his ass kicked, and then he went to like classic. I got my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go to my car and commit murder.
Good luck beating up my car.
His sister beat him up too.
No,
His sister's boyfriend beat him up. So that's even worse. Like he's mad at his sister, and then her boyfriend beats his ass.
Yeah, that's.
Don't get involved in this. It's a family matter.
I told you to stay out. I told you not to come.
Yeah.
But it didn't say what kind of car he was driving.
But it was actually it was California, so it's probably like, bro, I told you not to come to this fucking ceremony.
This is why you want a grill guard. We were talking about earlier on Florida Man Friday, which comes out on Friday, that a grill guard is a real red flag unless you're a ranch hand or
if
you're planning on running someone
highway
down.
travel a lot.
Well, I was saying
It's a bit of a red
for
flag.
zombie apocalypses too.
deer.
Or you could be a
Deer.
prepper.
I said the same thing, Will.
For
Deer.
deer,
be a
dude,
prepper.
for people who travel in a truck on the highway a lot, it does make sense for
Truck guys.
Or
No, I
for
get it.
running
Yeah.
over tombstones.
Right. It works for both.
Killing your
but-
sister.
Yeah.
But that's why people have it. Is like if they have a high propensity to hit a deer.
Right, hit things.
I don't know what it is. I just keep hitting them.
Marshawn Lynch could use one.
Mosquitoes and deer like
he needs
me.
a grill guard on every car,
Yeah.
even if it's just a sports car. He needs a grill guard.
Anyway, the cemetery said they're going to replace the cracked tombstones that he destroyed free of charge. So that's nice.
Free of charge.
Is he in jail?
It's a nice
Yeah,
cemetery.
of course he's in jail. Yeah, he went to the hospital, then they put him in jail. I don't know what they haven't released his name yet. He's
The cops are just staring at him and like, oh my goodness, just like shaking their heads the whole time he was in the hospital. Just
Yeah, you know my
when can we get this guy?
my
in the
mom's
jail?
buried there. You piece of shit. Yeah.
Right. He was a lot of horrible looks for that guy on the way to the jail. All right. Speaking of places where you might run into deer, before I could go into the TikTok international moment, Josh from North Carolina, he bet me on the CPI, which is inflation. The numbers came in on Wednesday. I set the over under at what May was, 8.6%, and I thought it would be slightly over that, but it came in at 8.5. So Josh, I owe him a hat.
Good
Nice call,
line
Josh.
though.
There you go.
8.6
Nice call,
and it was
Josh.
8.5. Good line.
Yeah, I thought it would be a little higher, but it's coming down. That's good news. Coming down from 9.1 the month before, but bad news. 8.5 inflation is still very high. But
That's good news though, because it went down.
yeah, we need to get it down to 2%, which is
My
so-
goodness, you should see how much my cat food costs now for 5 cats. It's
Right, yeah. So we're trying to get it down to 2. So 9.1 to 8.5 is better than 9.5, but not quite. Yeah, still a long way to 2. Still a long way to 2.
Been a bit short with my cats this past couple weeks.
Get him on that Kirkland.
Yeah, Costco is more important than ever
Costco
right now.
pet food, amazing.
Well, if you want to be really upset, the Celsius CEO is liquidating his Celsius token.
He's getting paid.
Taking it into a personal wallet.
Oh no, and that's that's your exchange, right, Pat?
Oh yeah, they got half my money.
Someone's gonna kill that guy.
Oh, that
No,
guy's-
someone's
yeah.
gonna kill that guy. He lives in Hoboken.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the list. Put him up
Someone's
on
gonna
the
kill that
Hoboken
celebrity death
yesterday.
list. Yeah.
I'm in Hoboken a lot.
All right. Don't say anything else on air. Pass the bags, gentlemen.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
That's right. Thank you, Darcel. And today is going to be a real colonizer's delight, is what I'm calling it, as we start off in Manchester, England, talking about wanking off, jacking. That's what the Brits call jacking off.
That's right.
And then we'll end up in the Caribbean.
Have yourself a
talking
wank.
Yeah, have yourself a wank, mate. And then, that's Australian. I'll try to do British when we get there. And then we'll end up in the Caribbean talking about the Cuban lightning oil crisis. Have you guys seen this? It's crazy.
Yes, it's crazy.
Pretty nuts. So we'll just catch up on it real quick at the end. But first, some bonus dog international fun facts. Turns out, according to the BBC, blue crabs, delicious blue crabs, are invading the Mediterranean Sea and basically everywhere else in the world at an incredibly rapid rate. As
You
water
don't
is getting
say,
warmer.
Will.
Yeah. So an unexpected benefit of climate change,
Delicious
perhaps.
surprise. Yeah.
Delicious blue crabs everywhere in the world, especially the Mediterranean Sea.
Are they
now,
as good
so.
as the Chesapeake blue crabs?
Yeah, no. In Tunisia, the guys were
have
so
accents.
pissed when they showed up. So the blue crabs coming to Tunisia, all the fishermen are like, "Fuck, it's all blue crabs." But then everybody wants blue crabs. They love
Yeah,
them.
they're
It's like
delicious.
the main thing now.
Oh,
Dude,
bro,
the
we need to-
Mediterranean's so badass too. You had blue crabs. Come on.
Yeah, so
We
blue
need to
crabs are
check.
everywhere now. They got them in France. They got them all over the place now. Blue crabs.
Is there Old Bay over
Italy?
there? If not,
Oh, yeah. Well,
we
I mean,
need
they
to
can
make
it.
an
We can ship
Old
it
Bay
over.
ripoff in their language and
But
get
I
their
love it.
stat.
I'd love to eat blue crabs of different styles. I already know what Maryland does. I want to hear. I want to go over and see what they do over in Europe. Anyways, blue crabs are everywhere now, guys. That's a thing. That's a part of climate change. Blue
That's
crabs.
awesome.
You can get them anywhere in the world, pretty much. Okay. Also, Mark, more good news. No need to worry about that little ding on the James Webb Telescope. I know you were concerned. Not only does NASA have another telescope launching in 2027.
Why?
Called the Nancy Grace Roman. Oh, just to spend money, just to spend more money.
Like the crime reporter?
The Nancy Grace Roman, that's going up in 2027 already. But also
Nancy Drew?
No, Nancy Grace.
Nancy
the
Grace.
murder chick?
right.
This
This is probably an astronaut named Nancy Grace.
Oh,
Roman,
okay.
I would guess. But anyways,
Not the husky lady on
that's going up 2027. NASA's got all the billions to do that. Don't worry, Mark. But independent scientific investors around the world are pooling their money to install the giant Magellan telescope right here on Earth in northern Chile. And it's going to be 4 times the power of the James Webb from the comfort of their 12-story facility in the Atacama Desert in Chile.
Makes more sense.
The mirrors on this telescope are already being cast. Construction is supposed to begin in the 2020s.
We're going to learn
the James
so much.
Webb's already obsolete.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very soon. A couple years. Just real quickly. Also,
$1 trillion on it.
When till it matters? Like when is it actually something going to matter from it?
well, I mean, the images are all good.
Oh, my
They're just
God.
getting better. They're just
They're learning things every day, Mark.
What
Every
like,
day.
th-
Scientific discovery.
from still images that are 30,000 years old?
Yeah.
see
Cure
back.
for cancer in that picture of a nebula.
Apparently,
Yeah,
the scientists
it's
can calculate all this light stuff, Mark. I'm telling you, it's helping out. All right.
People believe chorizos are. Never mind. We'll just whatever.
Before we get to the meat of this TikTok international moment, also China called us. They're not happy with Pelosi's big naturals. They now are calling us the main instigator of the Ukraine crisis. China is. So it's the big naturals upset them a little bit. Okay, now to Manchester, England. Thanks to EB Mara for this one, and it is a doozy, fellas. Meet Carl Anderson, Crazy Carl with a K. Carl with a K. What do you guys think Carl does for a living?
I think he investigates gay crime scenes.
He reads butt braille.
Yeah, he reads butt braille.
You guys are all so close. Wes, what do you think?
I said he was an author.
Yeah, well, actually, that's correct.
He looks very afraid in that photo.
Yeah.
Well, if you guess studying to become a doctor of visual anthropology at the University of Manchester, well beyond his prime college years. So he's not even a doctor yet at this age. Then you're correct. That's
His
Carl.
picture is like, don't take a picture of me, Mom.
His picture is like he didn't know this person was in his house.
Yeah.
No.
He's shocked.
Oh, no.
That somebody wants to take a picture of him. Actually, that's him performing because he is an illustrious performer, as you guys will find out.
Oh, yeah.
And so you see, Carl is a PhD candidate researching, quote, subcultural Japanese comics, which is AKA shota anime or manga. Okay, here's Carl showing off some of his titles to his videos.
Are those too sexual? Is that why we couldn't show them?
Oh yeah, I can't show those, Mark.
Yeah.
And in Carl's
Speaking of
thesis,
big boobs.
yeah, oh yeah, not naturals at all. Just
No.
drawn on anime
And demon penises.
Oh yeah, Carl likes them. I think he likes that kind more than the boobs. And in his thesis, he claims to have completed a 3-month stint of masturbating to the quote same subject matter as his research participants, unquote. And he made notes on every single session, all while shunning regular pornography or regular sex for the good of the study. Carl's doing this all for the study. So,
Well, I mean, for him, it is regular
had to.
pornography.
no, he had to do this. No, he said, Mark. He said that he was studying these Japanese people who or not, maybe they're not Japanese people who watch anime shonta, which is pubescent boys. We'll let here. Yeah, so
What?
that's that style. Shonta, shota, shota.
Shota is watching prepubescent boys masturbate.
Well,
You got to nail the
anime
spelling on this, Will, because I don't want to Google it.
Yeah.
It's anime that features pubescent boys. Wes,
It's
Carl,
characters, but
let's
they're
let
like
Carl explain it.
Child cartoon characters.
Yeah, let's let Carl explain. He says,
Child pedophile.
I happened to live alone during this experiment, and I had a newly become single after a long relationship. These factors probably contributed to my willingness and eagerness to explore this method, masturbating continuously to shota anime porn that features pubescent boys.
I'm pretty sure that's how he got single.
What did he do this?
Oh, he's like a Vice reporter, but with pubescent.
Well, he's
boys.
trying to get a doctorate, Pat. He's trying to become a doctor of visual anthropology through this method.
So this is his thesis. This is his thesis.
This is his thesis paper, Wes. This is his thesis paper.
Here's
And
my
Wes-
results.
Any questions?
Holy shit!
This is his thesis paper. Thesis paper.
We're talking about his thesis.
Yes. This is what he wants to become a doctor on. Unfortunately for Carl, though, the 4,000-word thesis paper titled "I Am Not Alone. We Are All Alone, Using Masturbation as an Ethnographic Method in Research on Shota Subculture in Japan" was discovered by a website or like a message board called Mumsnet. I guess it's like a UK thing where moms like monitor for pedos or whatever.
Yeah, they monitor 4chan. Yeah.
In April. Yeah, exactly. And now he's being investigated for trying to get a PhD in wanking it to animate kiddie porn on the university's dime before they will award his PhD. Guys, it's like the climax of an anime cartoon where his fate hangs in the balance right now. Crazy Carl with the K. And Carl, fellas, has also, I know you're wondering, he's also made a film on the subject, and the film's name is Unreal Boys. And it's a film about Shotokan. And it's 3 young men in Tokyo.
Shotokan?
Shotokan, yeah.
How about you don't Shotokan?
That's how
They
you
have a
spell it.
festival.
The three young men in Tokyo explore the limits of fantasy through the manga, which means anime, genre shota, which features fictional boys in sexual situations. We follow an aspiring artist who wants to, quote, live in a fantasy forever, unquote, a YouTuber who records his interactions with a shota game, and a manga artist driven by nostalgia while trying to understand a controversial phenomenon that blurs the borders of actual and virtual realities. The filmmaker participates actively in the shota culture and ends up realizing something important about himself. Unreal Boys is based on extensive field work and part of a master's thesis in visual
Who are the 3 psychos that hearted it? Arrest them too.
Right.
It's got a 4-star rating.
Yo, Arrest Trevor loved that.
5 people have seen it.
If you like it, if you like it, you love it. You know.
That whole journalistic integrity thing. I'm thinking for this kiddie porn thing, why don't we throw that away? Try to really spice it up, do something different.
Now, guys, it's all right.
You want to examine it from afar?
Pubescent boys porn.
This is like if Pat watched.
Or should I dig in personally
every day for 90 days in a row?
And
no, this is like what Pete Townsend did,
and wrote out his thoughts while masturbating to it.
I think this is
really like
elaborate.
4 minutes and 33 seconds.
He
really
thought that this
like
would be
it.
better. Yeah, he thought this
like
would be better.
No journalism.
It's like a cover up. Like in case someone finds it, he's like, "Oh, I was just, like it's like an elaborate cover up."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Wes. I'm going to let you in a little secret. He started masturbating to shota porn long before his thesis paper.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, you think?
Years ago.
Got way too into it.
Put a little twist on the documentary, right?
Turns out he's been jerking it to fictional boys for decades.
Yeah.
What if I got in there?
Plot
Yeah,
twist.
probably real boys too. Yeah. Plot twist. He's just a pedophile.
Unreal Boys for now.
Carl is in hot water. And guys, I know we're running along here. Just here's the video if you hadn't seen it. The oil fire in Cuba at the Matanzas oil tanker port. This thing raged for 5 days, destroyed 40% of the storage facility at this port where it was going. And the craziest part about it, it was started by a fucking lightning strike.
It was started by Tim Allen.
Yeah, so lightning struck the tanker and caused that shit for 5 days.
Oh,
the different
Russia learned how to harness lightning, huh?
Tanks were that Ukraine hit them in Crimea when that was with missiles. But Cuba, unfortunately for them, it was just God being angry at communism, and he smite smited them right in their oil tanks,
Right.
unfortunately for them. And then they exploded like one by one for 5 days until they finally put the fires out. Now.
Did Crazy Carl have an address? Because I've got something to send him.
Yeah, if Carl's a good candidate for the
I wanna
Rock.
send
a great
Carl the
candidate.
Rock.
Send it to his
Manchester,
office.
England, Mark.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got an office he rents.
Someone send me Carl's address.
Send it certified mail.
Yeah.
You could probably find it. He's got his info out everywhere. Carl
And
and
he gets it.
This
With
is for your
K.
thesis work.
You guys ready for the caboose?
oh yeah.
Yes.
All right. Politics, boys. It's a dirty game, right? It's about as true as death and taxes. But for the Republican state and federal legislatures of the battleground state of Ohio, the old adage happens to not be true only figuratively, but very, very literally as well. I want to introduce you guys to 77-year-old Richard Steinley. This is Richard, guys. You see that guy?
Oh wow, that's a
Smiley
straight
old
mustache.
guy.
Right out.
He's got
Straight
some-
mustache.
He's got some secrets.
White hair. Yeah, guys, for the better part of the last 25 years, Dick Steinley has served as the Portage County, Ohio Common Pleas Court mediator, right? So essentially, mediating different court cases. In fact, guys, back in August of 99, he started the mediation program for the county. That's pretty cool. And to date, he has more than 5,000 civil and domestic relations cases for Summit and Portage County courts, as well as private mediation under his belt, which makes him one of the most experienced litigation mediators in the entire state of Ohio. So he's a pretty accomplished guy.
Ohio's going to have lots of court cases. They're up there, a sneaky one up there, like with Texas and California that can compete with Florida Man. I mean, honestly, nobody can totally compete, but Ohio Man has got some legs.
That's where that woman who sued that guy for the bad date lived. But yeah, guys.
He looks like he can make a mean popcorn.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of Orville Redenbacher vibe
does.
going.
He knows popcorn. He knows baseball.
Yeah, knows baseball.
But guys, before he dove headfirst into mastering the art of legal resolutions, Dick, he was one of the Fighting Irish. He graduated from Notre Dame. Pretty cool. Eventually
What a
got his law
resume.
degree from Akron University Law School. Well, somehow
guy.
finding the time to bravely serve our country in the Air Force, 1966 to 1970, including
resume.
a tour in Vietnam. So
at
that's
that.
pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Veteran.
service.
Yeah.
A lawyer, a veteran.
Big time service guy. Needless to say, guys, Dick is whip smart and he's a proud American. But there's something else you guys should know about old Dick. You shouldn't be fooled by his kind smile and his aw shucks demeanor. See, after all those years as a mediator, he's developed quite the nose for bullshit, and he can tell when something stinks. And guys, Dick isn't one to just sit back and take shit from someone. No, if you make Dick angry, then you can pretty much count on Dick giving shit right back just as fast as you can dish it. And for the last couple of years, as far as Dick's concerned, the Republican leadership from his beloved state of Ohio has been really stinking up the place, doing a real shit job. And after
Dick's a big porn guy. Okay, he is not happy with the JD Vance pick. All right,
Oh, yeah.
Dick likes to jack off. Okay, and he is pissed,
But
that they
not
put
to
up this
Showtime,
JD
just
Vance
regular,
guy
just
who's
regular
anti-porn.
porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not so much
regular
Vance. It's Mike DeWine. See, he got fired from a job that he created. Remember, he created that program after he penned a critical op-ed targeting Ohio's Governor Mike DeWine about his handling of a corruption scandal. And at that point, guys, old Dick knew that words could only do so much, right? He put the op-ed out there, he got fired, but he's still angry and shit still stinks. So he decided to give Ohio's Republican leadership a taste of their own medicine. And that's why, in July of this year, 77-year-old Steinley quietly mailed more than 36 letters filled to the brim with feces to Ohio's 25 Republican state senators.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he sent him to different locations.
36 to 25, so a couple got 2.
Oh, no, Dick didn't limit his sending to just Ohio senators. He expanded his reach to Kentucky, Washington, D.C.
For the whole Republican Party.
Dick was all over the place, guys. But unfortunately,
What mail service did he use?
the USPS. But that was his, you think it would use Brown, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately for Dick, Ohio's postal workers, and unfortunately for them too, I guess, they have a nose for shit. And the majority of the letters were intercepted before they could reach their intended target.
Poor mail people.
Right.
I have a feeling that happens whenever you try to send shit through not a professional shit service, pretty much.
Or at least that's what they're saying, Will. These lawmakers' offices have been telling the Associated Press, oh, the shit letters? No, they definitely didn't make it. Well, but they must have gotten intercepted before they got here. I didn't touch one.
All 36 of them?
Yeah, bad news to Dick here. Not a single one of those people you meant to send it to touched it, because even the smallest political offices have like 50 interns. So an intern smelled your shit if they ever got it.
Well, does he hate? Yeah, he either hates the interns or the USPS, because a lot of the USPS workers definitely had to handle his shit.
Yeah, exactly. Either somebody at the actual like physical post office sorting mail or an intern. One of the two.
You think they have like people at the USPS that are like shit smellers? They're like, they're like, yeah, they have a dog. They're like, I put it in the pile of probably shit. This is
a dog that loves
shit.
to eat shit, and every time it smells a dog shit envelope, it just rips it off the line with its mouth. Yeah.
Guys, I know that they do, because how do you think Dick got caught? I do want to point out that Dick knows how to really grind an axe, because the return address was the court he once worked at before he was fired. Guys, later in July,
he's a psycho.
Wow. Later in July, guys.
What an idiot!
Later, well, yeah.
What was his motivation? Did he
his motivation was if they sent it back to the people that fired him, then they would get his shit. He was getting everyone. He's a genius.
Did he lick the envelope? He got fired. So he got fired, and he went against the guy.
He's had your pennies up his ass, guys. Later in July, postal employees in Lakemore found in their office's collection box 3 more letters addressed specifically to officials in Columbus that were, quote, soiled in what appeared to be feces, and that set off some alarm bells. Another postal inspector followed Steinle from his home to the post office and recorded him on video as he dropped off another letter, well, quote, wearing a white glove.
He's so stupid. He was doing this over a long period of time.
He's like he's like the Unabomber, but with scat.
But he's so dumb though.
But he started back in August 2021, at least.
He had like a little like station for this at home.
Oh yeah,
this has been his routine. How crazy is this fucking guy?
Just stacking envelopes.
I don't know, guys.
A bucket.
The one they busted him. The one they busted him on video.
Watching cable news and taking a shit with the with the door open.
Yeah, this is
the one.
Fucking Republicans did it again, and he's just like, felt like he's just like, what is he gonna?
I don't think Dick has a TV, man.
No. Oh yeah, he does. Dick is mainlining cable news. Dick watches a shitload of news.
Dick has a radio.
Yeah, Dick has a radio.
He either listens to the news or watches it, but he's in on it. He's glued to it.
The letter that Dick was mailing when they observed him wearing the white glove on video was addressed to Rep Jim Jordan and contained a greeting card with a $1 bill and more, quote, suspected feces. Jordan's office told the inspectors they'd received 3 similar letters. Yeah, guys. And as I said,
he's a CNN, MSNBC addict.
He packed them too.
He's like the opposite of Fox addicts. Yeah.
He could have gotten away with it.
I really think you're misidentifying this guy.
No, man, he's a boomer. He's a boomer cable news addict.
I think he's lost his mind.
Yeah, he lost his mind for sure, but a lot of them do.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, guys, upon closer inspection, it isn't a new trick for the old dog. It turns out old Dick's been, asking what Brown can do for him since at least August 2021, expanding his, quote, letter bombing campaign to legislators all over the country.
That's poop finger marks on the outside.
That's according to the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, who cannot determine whether the feces are human or animal. But I think we know.
He might have mixed it up. He probably A-B'd it, him and his dog,
Who knows, guys?
That's convenient.
Senate GOP spokesperson John Fortney called the incident in early July outrageous, continuing, quote,
it is outrageous.
This is something.
You know how many interns had to open shit envelopes for this motherfucker?
Guy said 100 shit envelopes. It's outrageous.
John Fortney continued, this is something that could potentially affect every single employee at the Ohio State Office, regardless of their political affiliation. Guys, and he's right. This is a nonpartisan issue. Stengly is really getting nasty out there. He's charged with mailing injurious articles that are non-malleable. It was released on $20,000 unsecured bond after his initial appearance. He'll be back in court on Friday and then back on August 25th. And guys, I found his number and I said, we got to call this guy. So this is my phone call to Dick Stengly.
Did he pick up?
Oh, you have reached the voicemail for 234.
Mr. Steinley, this is Pat Cassidy from Hard Factor News. I need to ask you, why did you poo it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why did you poo it? Here, luckily, the headquarters has moved because that house is about to get a letter from Mr. Steinley. Hard Factor headquarters. He should be called the Duo Bomber. For 2.
He's just shitting envelopes and sending it to people he doesn't like. It's classic.
What kind of a moron includes a return address on anything?
He's lost his
listed?
mind.
No, Will, the return address was to people he hated.
To the guys
to
that
his old
fired him.
office.
Yeah.
It was to the appeals court that he used to work
But
at.
He wanted to get
links
caught.
him to the crime.
Oh, he wanted to get caught. He wanted everyone to know whose shit they'd touched.
He's
It
going
was
down
old
swinging.
dicks.
Yeah.
He's just waiting by the phone.
Yeah. Who
Did you
found
get it?
Who found me out?
Did you get
was it Jim Jordan? Did he find it personally?
You touch it?
I hope.
Did he get the poo dollar I put in there?
I hope that Dick has another.
What did he
old
look
man, like cable news neighbor that he gets in arguments like with on the lawn. Like like he has a Fox News guy next door, and they just scream at each other from like across the fence.
If you
You
take
don't want
the
to be in an
T,
argument with that guy. He's going to
take the T out of Dick's last name and scramble the words around, the letters around, you have Dick Senile, which is what it sounds like he is. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Do not cross Dick Steinley. It's a bad idea.
Don't cross.
Especially if you're Jim Jordan.
Who's on Hive Hour?
We got 3 of these like this.
Who's on High Five?
I am.
question.
Take me off.
Oh, well.
Will is on it.
Good question.
Can't take me today, Will.
Is the wheel about to triple dipple me? It is.
Yes.
What a piece of shit. Fuck you, Wheel. Fuck you, Wheel.
Wow, Mark's back on the cup
Are you
of coffee.
going on vacation? Not so fast.
I'll fit it in between my car servicing and haircut tomorrow, Wheel.
Well,
Man, I haven't gotten TikTok or
Wes is cruising on Easy Street with the wheel. Look at that.
Oh, it's all easy street when you love what you do.
That's true.
Have a great fucking day, Hardo Hive.